All right, guys, I am excited to tell you that we have a very important update on one of our long-lost friends. Stuttering John Melendez is doing stand-up shows this weekend, including one tonight at the Double Z Bar and Grill. That's in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And then he's going to Davenport, Iowa on Saturday night to do another stand-up show. This is a guy who said that he retired from stand-up. This is a guy who said he had personal issues, why he had to stop podcasting. This is a guy who can never play at a comedy club. Instead, he plays bars and grills that don't actually normally have comedy. What I'm excited to tell you guys, and Christian, I don't know if you know this or not, but just this morning, Stuttering John was on KMRY doing an interview to promote his stand-up gig.
Oh, I did not know this. This is great.
You are in for a treat, my friend. So we are going to now listen to the complete interview with Stuttering John. It's about 20 minutes. And stop me anytime you want, Christian, because there's a lot of greatest hits going on with this one.
The only reason I'll stop is just to let it soak in, and before you start, I'll say I saw that post that he had a comedy show and I was so excited. I'm like, Wednesday afternoon, all I got to do is drive up to Canoga Park. I was going to tell you I'm going to go right after this. And then I'm like, oh no, he's in Cedar Rapids. I just, I didn't think anybody would pay for him to travel, know? So I was very disappointed that it wasn't just somewhere local, just a little bit north of LA.
That would have been cool. Basically, this is what's going on. The guy who owns the bar hired John to come and do this show, and John's actually staying with him at his house. Of course. Now, John's very close with his kids, as you know, and Thanksgiving's a very important holiday. But if you do get a gig at a bar and grill in Iowa, then it's worth missing the holiday, obviously.
Stay with someone else's family.
That's literally what he's doing. So what you're going to hear is John's on this show with this host who's, by the way, missing both of his legs. And he's on there. You're going to hear another voice come in from time to time. That's the guy who owns the bar and grill. So he has obviously a relationship with the radio station. So he got John on the morning show to do this interview to promote the gig. All right, let's get right into it.
Good morning, family. So I'm here, and I've got a special guest that's already demanding this and demanding that. So, Stuttering John Melendez.
He's already pissed off the host of the show before his segment even begins. Record time. Stuttering John is big shotting everyone. Do you know the fuck I am? You call this a radio station?
Where's my locker?
John hasn't even spoken yet, and I've already got 3 thoughts. The first, you hear that music. I'm like, all right, clearly this show is called The Jungle. That's why they have that music bed playing underneath it. Yeah. And some people might think that it's a joke to be like, oh, he's already got demands. No, that's a very passive aggressive. Like, can you believe this guy's already asking for shit? Yep. And then calling him John Menendez.
Yes. You'll be shocked to know, Christian, that John takes offense to this. And immediately comes back at the host.
This and demanding that. So, Stuttering John Melendez.
I didn't kill my parents. It's Melendez.
I said Melendez.
You said Menendez. You said Menendez.
I know how to say your name. I said.
Let it go, John. Move on. It's fine. I mean, we all make mistakes. You're not a very popular person. You're not a big celebrity. Someone pronounces your name wrong. It's going to happen. The Menendezes are actually more famous than you, so that's what's going to happen sometimes.
And way more successable. Think about what they accomplished.
They know how to follow through.
They got it done.
The L. I said Melendez.
No, you said Menendez.
No, I did not say Melendez.
Play back the tape.
You know what? I got it on tape.
Play back the tape.
Already coming in here talking about I want this and this. He was like, he's sitting in here. He's like, can I have a book or something to put the microphone?
He's got the microphone.
But you only
I'm hunched over like Quasimodo.
You only 5'2", John.
Jeez.
I mean, I'm 6'4". I don't need it. I'm glorious. I mean,
I'm not Hervé Villachez here. I mean, come on.
What are you doing in town, John?
Stand up.
Yeah, I love this guy's finally like. Go ahead.
Cutting edge reference, by the way. Irving Villachez.
Gotta love John for that.
I know Peter Dinklage is an obvious reference, but at least people know who that is. You know,
yeah, good point.
You know, that's great. Tattoo from Fantasy Island 40 years ago. And by the way, the host of this show, is that a real voice or is he doing a character? Like, remember Howard used to have the lady who was the traffic copter, Mama Like a Boo Boo Day or something? Was
yeah, right.
I'm like, this guy is definitely like doing a whole shtick, right? This is nobody's actual voice.
Gosh, I was thinking the same thing the whole time, but it's consistent. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But I love that John, this is a guy who's a veteran of radio. He's been on the radio. He talks about being on Stern for 15 years. But my point is, though, is that when you enter into a radio station and you start talking to the host, the dumbest thing to do is start pointing out issues that you have with things people can't see. Oh, I don't like where the microphone is positioned. Oh, I want to put this over here. That looks dumb. Like, you can't, no one can see that.
Or any issues, really.
Well, yeah, I should probably just shut up and plug your show. But all right.
It says here, I mean, come on.
What are you doing in town, John?
Stand up at Double Z's.
Okay, tell me about what's going on with this. Because we got John. Okay, if you don't know who Stuttering John Melendez.
By the way, what are you doing in town? Stand up at Double Z's. Like, he's confrontational right out of the gates. Like, wouldn't you be like, oh, well, you know, I'm here to do a stand-up show tonight. I hope everyone can come out. It's going to be a great time. Yeah. I'm doing stand-up. What the fuck is it your business?
Actually, I signed up for farmers only, so I'm trying to meet somebody.
I was told you don't have to be lonely.
Who did not kill his parents. John is just an amazing comedian. Well, I don't know. He's all right. Amazing comedian.
Wow. The host caught himself quickly with that one. He's like, wait, I don't want to go on record saying this guy's an amazing comedian.
Yeah. I actually don't know who he is.
It's hilarious. I mean, when the guy is booked to do a show with no cover charge at Double Z's Bar and Grill, you can go ahead and assume he's not an amazing comedian.
Yeah.
Right? Might be good. Yeah. Probably not amazing.
No. I saw Dave Chappelle do an hour at Chili's once, and it was fantastic.
It was actually at Chili's too at an airport, but still.
He's was on Howard. How long were you on Howard Stern?
16 years.
16 years on Howard Stern's show.
Yes.
You were also on the Late Night Show.
I was on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Didn't I say that?
No, you said Late Night.
But you were on the Late Night Show too, right, with Nick?
No, I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
Well, it's on your IMDb page.
All right. So he has to correct the guy and say it's the Tonight Show. And I get it. The Tonight Show is an iconic show, and it's not called the Late Night Show. But if you go to his IMDb page, and John's talked about this, the Late Night with Conan O'Brien, he was on quite a bit, and that is listed in his credits. So what John could have said was, oh yeah, no, I used to do Conan all the time, but you know what I'm more known for is being the announcer and a writer for the Tonight Show. Instead, John just immediately has to tell this guy he's an idiot.
When Al Roker and Abe Vigoda said no, I was the fourth call after that.
No, you said Late Night.
But you on the Late Night Show too, right, with Nick?
No, I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
Well, it's on your IMDb page.
No, it's the Tonight Show.
I thought it was a late night. Dude, you know what? If it's past 8 o'clock,
in 10
it's late
seconds,
night.
you just screw up my name and my credits.
I screw up your name and your credits.
Holy.
Yeah, it's almost like you don't matter, John.
It's almost like this guy has no idea who you are and doesn't give a shit that he has no idea who you are.
Yeah, it's almost like Double Z's buys advertising on the station, and the program director said, give this guy 20 minutes on the morning show.
Yeah, let's get through this morning. Like any other morning.
I didn't screw up your credits.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Okay, the Late Night Show.
Tonight, all right, fine. What is it called? The Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show.
So, Tonight Show. Okay.
I should point this out because people are putting it in the chat. The host of the show is a white man. I know it doesn't sound like that at all, but it is. This is a white man that we're listening
I think
to.
Everyone in the chat is lying. There's no way.
I looked it up today. I checked it out.
I don't know what's going on with you.
I'm stuttering. You got no legs. I stutter.
We're talking about legs up in this.
We're both cripples here.
Oh. Okay.
Is that true?
Is that PC?
This guy's missing both of his legs from, by the way, like a flesh-eating illness that he had. It's pretty horrific. Could have died. And John goes, yeah, and I stutter. So we're on the same.
We're tied.
We're tied.
And I think 20 minutes from when we're listening, when this interview's over, he's like, yeah, I would definitely have the flesh-eating virus again in both of my arms rather than talk to John again.
Okay, I'm with that.
I also quit
But we
drinking.
both own.
All right, fine.
But we
then.
both own a motorcycle.
All right, yes, we do. See, now you spread my business around. I didn't ask you nothing about that.
Well, I think it's pretty cool that you don't have legs.
I got legs. I got one charging right there.
Yeah, I know. Why is it charging?
Because it's a bike. Can we talk about you instead?
He's got his
no.
He's got his leg on the desk here. I said, "Hey, look, he's got his leg up."
I see why you make money. No, seriously.
Very passive aggressive, right there.
Oh man,
why do your legs need to charge? What do you think, John?
So all right. So you're here to do stand up.
Stand up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tried to tell people what your business was, but you want to interrupt me and stuff.
How do you have that accent and are in Iowa?
I love that he goes, listen, I'm trying to promote your thing, but you're interrupting me. And then John immediately interrupts him. Yeah. Could you just let the guy fucking get your plug out?
No. Instead of getting to my plug, can I insult you again? Thank you.
Yeah. This is why people love having me as a guest. I come on and I totally derail the conversation and call you an asshole.
And John thinks this is going great. I bet.
Of course he does.
This is just
because he's doing that
gold.
thing. He's doing that thing that he's done on Beer on the Balcony that we've watched, where even though the other person isn't enjoying the conversation, John laughs a lot to make it seem like, oh, we're just all having such a great time.
That accent and are in Iowa.
I'm from Georgia. It don't matter. With this one, with the camera, I'm originally from Georgia. I'm here in Iowa. We talk about me. We talk about you.
Yes.
Okay, you're the guest here, not me.
No, I know, but
you didn't even pay to be here.
No, I do appreciate it.
This is something else that, and you're going to hear this because I listened to this whole interview. This is something that John, he should know, and of course he doesn't because he's an idiot. So he's on a show that's being listened to by people who know the show. So people know this guy's from Georgia. They know he's missing his leg. They know all these things because this is the host of the show. And John's pointing these out as if he's doing his show. And, oh, you can't believe what's going on here. It's like, yeah, no, we know. You're the guest. You're the person that we're supposed to be learning about, John.
Well, two things from that clip. The first is that clearly every radio station in Atlanta had this guy's tape, and we're like, nope. So he had to keep shopping it around, and eventually he ended up in Iowa.
Yeah.
And when he said the most important thing that I've heard so far, and you didn't even pay to be here, because clearly he paid to be there.
Yeah.
You're not me.
No, I know, but
and you didn't even pay to be here.
No, I do appreciate it. Listen, thanks, George, for having me.
I have to go now.
Did you hear that insult? He said the wrong name.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, good one.
I didn't even get it.
I got your first name, Mike Menendez. Okay, it's Ricky. All right. So no.
I'll tell you. Do you know that I impersonated the Senator Bob Menendez? That's how I got Donald Trump to call me from Air Force One.
I heard that interview,
and then I got the Secret Service banging on my door after I did that. I mean, that was a big, that made global news.
Well, why was Secret Service? Because if Donald called you, why
No, because I duped them into thinking I was Senator Bob Menendez. Hey, look, you've heard me talk. I don't sound senatorial. I sound
you don't sound intelligent.
I sound janitorial.
I love that John has to go to his joke. Yeah. Dude, John uses so many of his recycled jokes in this interview, and the guy ruins his joke. Yeah. But it doesn't stop John from getting the punchline out. And then, of course, I believe what happens next is he yells at him for ruining his punchline.
You stepped on my joke. Hey.
What? You stepped on my joke? What, are we having a conversation? I'm trying to do my bits here. What's your problem?
Look, you see these blue cards I brought with me? I have 9 to 10 really bad prepared one-liners. Would you just let me get to them?
You can catch them later tonight at the Double Z.
All right. So on a serious note, did they really come? Did they really contact you?
Are you kidding me? They were banging on my door. They called my agent.
They wanted to see the hard drive. I didn't know anything about it.
And that was the weirdest thing is my agent called me, which was even harder to believe than the president calling me. And my agent called.
All right, so there's another one.
Yeah.
Called me, and I had to call the Secret Service, and they wanted me to come downtown. And I said, do you want to arrest me, or do you want to just interview me? They said, we can't tell you that. So I said, should I get a lawyer? And they said, it's up to you. So guess who I called? Michael Avenatti.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. And then he got me out of the whole thing.
I just
Drop.
saw.
Too bad he can't get himself out of his own trouble.
Well, I mean, you know.
Why is your leg charging?
Are we right back to that again?
No, but I didn't know that legs come like a whole charging unit.
Well,
They do, John. They do. It's charging. Get over it. The guy made it very clear. Stop talking about me. I'm trying to interview you. This is something that I do to promote Double Z's and the local comedy clubs. Like, this is what I do. Let me do it. John just will not let him get any flow going or any type of real conversation. And he thinks he's being hilarious.
Yeah.
He thinks he's like, I'm the best guest you ever had, right?
Deliberately not taking your hints.
Not picking up what you're putting down since 1988.
Yeah.
all right, so this leg right here.
Is that an EV leg?
No, yeah, kinda. It's a robotic leg, and I need to charge it. So I didn't charge it last night. Let's get back to you, John.
Hey, look, I would never make fun of your legs. It's just you have it sitting on the desk. Take a picture of it, James. He's got his leg, and he's got a Superman thing on it. And
I would never make fun of your legs except for they're in plain sight. What an asshole.
I would never make fun of you, but look at what a fucking loser this guy is.
Since I am.
And I love that he tells his handler, the guy who owns the place and hired him, take a photo
Do
of
this
that.
horrible thing.
it's up there. Put in a nice kickstand. You
No, tweet it with the hashtag what an asshole.
got on that leg.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can we get back to you, John, since you're the one here?
Yes.
Okay, so now let's get. When's your comedy show tonight?
Yeah.
And it's where?
It's at Double Z's.
Okay.
Yeah, this is how bad my career has gone. 15 years on the Howard Stern Show, 10 years on the Tonight Show. Now I'm at Double Z's in Iowa.
Hey,
to give you an idea,
don't knock Double Z now.
To give you an idea,
a posh point.
To give you an idea how bad that my career is going, the other day I was in an Uber and I was driving.
Well, why wasn't it a Lyft instead? I mean, you know.
Okay. So John had to start that joke 3 times in order to say, look, I'm doing one of my bits now. Let me just get it out. And then the amount of fake laughter. Mike Morris always makes fun of this on the Uncle Rico show.
Yeah.
Someone posted the Cowardly Lion in the Discord. I was in an Uber and I was driving.
Snagglepuss.
Jesus Christ, John.
Yeah, Muttley from the Wacky Races.
Yes, right. Dude, fucking Jackie the Joke Man's laugh is more subtle than Stuttering John at this fucking point. It's like, and then, so that guy didn't laugh at all.
Right.
Right? You heard Ricky not even respond to that. So then John has to explain that it was a joke.
Did you make any money is the question. Or did you do like cash cab?
No. It's a joke.
Except for it's not a joke. Except for John really did drive for Uber, as he later admitted, but good joke.
I signed up
It's
for
a great,
class.
it's a
Turned
great
out
way
I
to
was
sell
teaching
a
it.
gig.
Sorry.
Can you
signed
believe
up
that
for
I'm
7th
playing at
grade
this
math.
piece of shit club in your piece of shit city?
Yeah, I know. That was the setup to the joke. You know how fucking terrible my life is. I'm in Iowa at this fucking asshole's bar. Everyone's just like, buddy.
And he's literally standing right there.
We're like, literally. Wait, he's standing right behind me, isn't he?
Is he smiling?
It's a joke.
Yeah, we need to know. Oh, you're actually wearing the Double Z.
Yes.
Well, I ain't worried about him. We talking about John. What's with this Double Z t-shirt?
And listen, I don't want to hear anybody saying I'm making fun of some because first of all, he's got his leg on the desk, so he's okay with it.
When you don't know me, I don't know you, but let me educate you on Ricky.
Yeah.
I'm not sensitive, so we good and talk about leg. That's okay. That is okay.
No, and you can goof on my stutter.
You know what? I used
Listen,
to
I'm
stutter when I was
stuttering
a kid.
Puerto Rican with OCD and smelly feet. You can goof on all of that.
That's
too.
what that's.
All right. So one of the things that John thinks is something that people can goof on is the fact that he's Puerto Rican, which I find odd. He's like, I have a stutter, I have smelly feet, I'm Puerto Rican. It's like, well, that's not something to goof on.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre that in his mind, like, he's the fucking racist on this one. He's like, you probably got a bunch of Puerto Rican jokes, right? no. I was actually going to talk about how shitty your feet smell.
For the record, I haven't heard him stutter in forever, and I think he did it just so he can make fun of this guy's legs.
Yes, agreed. When he stutters, oftentimes it's on purpose. And spoiler, at the end of this interview, Ricky's going to point out that John doesn't stutter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you brought in was them feet.
Yes.
Okay.
I got smelly feet. Hey, I should show you my toes.
No. Okay, I can show you my toes.
Oh, I got toenails like that old.
See, now John missed that joke. This guy's missing his legs. Yeah. I can show you my toes. Not a bad joke.
He was focused.
And John's just focused on, nope, you got to look at my shitty fucking toenails, asshole.
We don't need to see. We don't need to see your tree climbers. We don't need to see your tree climber. We're good.
No.
Okay, so
I could pull an OJ with my toes.
Man, look at this. I'm sitting here trying to conduct a professional interview here. I want to hear. All right, so we got what you're doing tonight. What time does it start? I'm about to get James over here and talking.
No. Don't get James. We don't want to bore the audience. I get on at the show's at 8:00. But are you going to come to the show?
I can if you want me to.
Yeah, because you're a celebrity. You were in that show, Chicago.
We don't need to talk about my business. We talking about John's
just trying
business.
to
I understand that.
John goes, you should come to my show because you're a celebrity. You were on that show. He's the host of the morning show in the market that you're in.
The current show.
That's why he's a celebrity, John. It's fucking idiots.
I'm talking about prop me up. I'm trying to prop you up.
Okay,
you're the guest here, not me.
All right, I'm just trying to be nice.
You're not
It's like
allowed
a foreign
in the Southern
concept
House.
for him. He should know this format.
John goes, I'm just trying to be nice. Just the opposite. In every single way, sir. You are sabotaging this poor man's morning show.
Do you guys feel like we have a much better understanding now on why all of those dates that John goes on go so badly? Because this is, him meeting someone for the first time, and he's like, "Let me show you my toes."
Yeah. Check out my
10
feet.
minutes, not even 10 minutes in.
Just bad decisions at every turn.
If you want me to pick you up for the date, just open your Uber app.
Are you okay?
I'm trying to prop you up.
Okay,
you're the guest here, not me.
All right, I'm just trying to be nice.
You're not allowed in the Southern House if you're going to keep doing this.
Okay,
because we don't do that. And oh no, he did not just bless my heart.
Bless your heart.
He
just, it's a real thing.
It is a real thing. So this guy's from the South, and he knows "bless your heart" means "fuck you."
F-bomb me. He sure did. All right, so look here. So that's going to be tonight, starting at 8:00. Is there a cover charge for this?
No, it's free. James, I got to be honest, James Larson, who's kind of famous here in Iowa, he owns the Double Z's. He couldn't be a nicer guy, and he's a very close friend of mine.
You know what John means when he says, couldn't be a nicer guy and is a close friend of mine? It means he gives me free shit.
Yeah.
He gives me money. He lets me stay at his house. It's always a one-way relationship. Tommy, MSCS Media, what a nice guy. What a great friend he is. Pays for me to fly to Florida, gives me money to be on his show. What a great guy.
Unlimited Coors.
Well, that's true.
And he's, and he asked me, I'm actually staying at his house. Yes, and he's been very kind. He made some nice steaks. Does he let you use
the toilet? Because he wouldn't let me use the toilet.
Yes, I do. Well, I heard about your toilet habits.
Well, provide toilet paper next time instead of the walls.
I mean, you got to flush every now and then.
That wasn't the problem.
Hypocrite.
It's something else.
John's cracking himself up again. You got to flush every once in a while. What? That's not a good joke.
Wait, but go ahead.
No, so he's very kind, and he asked me to do his club, and then on Saturday I'm at the the Daiquiri Factory in Quad Cities.
Oh yeah,
all the big comics play the DAC Fac. It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah,
and that's from the guy who used to own the Penguins out here.
I didn't know that he owned that place out there too. Does he own the place?
Yeah, Jeff has like a piece of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. I like that.
And I did stand up at Penguins a bunch of times. I'll tell you something. I went to St. Luke's Hospital yesterday because I was having some heart problems or something. I couldn't breathe. And let me tell you, I got to tell all the people in Iowa, and I'm not kissing your butts, but I'll tell you this, that the people at that hospital were the nicest people I've ever met at a hospital in my life.
And John's been to many hospitals.
Yeah, that's true.
So he would know. All right. I just want to pause
By the way,
it real
never
quick.
once has he shown up at a hospital with a check for money that he's asked for someone who's staying in the hospital.
Yeah. I just want to point out something that John just in casual conversation brought up the fact that he spent yesterday at St. Luke's Hospital, which is in Cedar Rapids, where they are in Iowa. And that seems like something that you'd be like, oh, shit. You went to the hospital yesterday? What's going on? Let's find out.
In New York, they go, what do you want? You know,
They let you in?
yeah. They go, hey, I'm talking here. But no, not here in Iowa. They're sweethearts.
So, wait a minute, how's your heart doing? Because I know you have one.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not a bad little dig.
Score one for Ricky.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Yeah, they just found out I was dehydrated. You know, I'm dehydrated, yeah.
John's 57 years old.
Yeah.
He goes to Iowa to do some comedy gigs. And on the first night, he drinks himself into the hospital.
He says they found out I was dehydrated.
Found out I was dehydrated.
Yeah, and he did this like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the time he went to Reno and he forgot his Klonopin and he ended up in the hospital for that. But do you know how difficult it is to drink that much to the point where you're dehydrated and you have to go to the hospital?
I've tried.
I haven't pulled it off yet. Holy shit.
I think because I like to drink too much. You know, I'm a beer drinker.
Well, I mean, beer's liquid bread. What do you think? You're not going to sit there, eat a whole loaf of bread and not drink no water. I mean, come on.
I know,
now.
so I got to hydrate more.
Okay, well, hydrate more.
I know, that's my thing. I'm like, I hate to taste the water. You know why? Because there's no taste.
We got some. No, you know what? Let me show you some right here.
There's no taste in water.
You can sit there and put some of this mess.
Sure, it'll save my life and I'll feel better, but there's not flavorful enough for me. What
Do you know how many Poland Springs I have to drink to get fucked up?
Then in your water, and then it's good.
Oh,
it's
nice.
like Hawaiian Punch, flavoring packs.
Oh, that's a great idea,
from
Timmy.
Interesting. Ryan Sharman says, while it's been said that John might have liver or kidney failure, those things actually make water taste metallic. Interesting. Interesting tidbit.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate that, Jonathan.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad you think that's funny.
Who are these podcasts? WAT.